and bust our ass and go hard for something that probably comes easy for someone else.
Yeah, it's true. Like, to go back to high school, to get to our point, what I was trying to say was that pretty much we all had to grind. Like I tell people to this day, Paces was like, I don't know if it still is, probably still is, but Pace was like, you could tell who was in the middle class, who just got by. You could tell who was the rich people. Now, I was always cool with everybody. Like, I was never in like one group. Like, I was with the nerds. I was with the jocks. I was with the quote unquote bad people. I was with everybody because everybody. To this day, I still like everyone who I talk to. Like you, Glenn, Marvin, who else? Laz, all them boys. Like, I still talk to them to this day. And seeing them. Some of them boys like doing real estate, and some of them like doing all these stuff, and like I always tell myself like I'm proud of everybody, who
of course,
created friendships with at Pace. Pace to me is a great school. Like, I'm just talking about the environment for us, because I like, for me, I was in private school my whole life pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So like, the private schools I went to wasn't like the most glamorous, private schools and stuff, but it still, it had structure, and I tell, because the kids that I worked with before was in public school, so they was like, "Oh, you went to private school, coach? Why you not rich and stuff?" I said, "No, like that all the time. Like, you have,
it's crazy."
My mom wanted me to have the best education and stuff like that. Like, like, it's just I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to explain it to them because they in public school and stuff. But I always tell them, like, as you get older, you gonna start realizing why you want to put your kids in private school. Some may just
hopefully I call it inner city ignorance. Yeah, because. And it's interesting. It's interesting to see it from both sides. At one point, I knew nothing outside of Miami. Nothing at all. But the past 2 years, I've been on the plane probably about 50 times. And this might be an under-exaggeration. Like, I'll book a one-way ticket, and I'll go somewhere that I've never been before, and I'll stay there for a bit just to experience the place. And I'll be by myself.
Nah, I'm saying your Snapchat. Like, I'd be like, damn, let me go. I need to go. That's inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I tell my fiance all the time that, cause she travel a lot too. She been to a lot of places, but still some places never been at. She asked me, "Where have you been?" I said, "Just know I never been out the South." Like, I was able to go to Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia. Louisiana. I've been to places like that, but I never been to New York. I never been to LA. Never been to Vegas. I never been to the Midwest. I never been out the country.
Chirac.
Like, my best friend, he went to Chicago for New Year's, and he said it was beautiful, bro. He was just like, man, I love Miami, I love South Florida, but
it is.
It's great to see stuff outside.
Absolutely, because like I'm always in I'm always on the West Coast. Yeah. Like, every time I get on the plane, just assume I'm going to the West Coast, because 9 times out of 10, that's where I'm going to end up. Like, even if I fly to like Georgia, or if I fly to Tennessee or wherever it is, I'm always going to end up on the West Coast. Yeah. Like, Utah is beautiful. People here in Miami think Utah, it's like, hey, Utah, man, I ain't trying to go to no, you know what I mean? But when you there and there's mountains and you actually get to see the seasons change. Like, that was my first time ever seeing snow. Yeah, you know what I mean? And this is why I love Forest, because Forest has it's allowed me to experience these different things without having to take my trade my time for money. I'm not yet an expert. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't Bill Gates. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? But it showed me a lot of things. It's opened plenty of doors for me to meet different people and to experience pieces of the life that I've always expected to live. Like I always tell people, I don't have dreams, I have expectations. Like there's nothing dreamy about where I plan on going. Like I expect to get there. Like I plan on getting wherever I say I'm going to go. And I do it, I do it all silently. Like I don't, people on Snapchat, the only people that know I'm alive. Because I don't, I have a Twitter, don't use it. I have a
Facebook. You don't really be.
I mean, the only reason I opened Facebook, and mind you, I had deleted Facebook right before we graduated high school.
Yeah,
I opened Facebook last year around my birthday. Well, the year before last, around my birthday. Yeah, because I needed to get in contact with somebody for business purposes. Yeah. The week of my birthday is when I reopened the my Facebook. Yeah. And I've people I haven't spoken to in years, hit me up and things of that nature. But like I don't really use Facebook. Instagram, I don't really use Instagram, but I am going to start using it more often because I have a lot of things coming down the barrel that I'm going to be promoting and putting out. Yeah. So.
So like explain, because like for me, for my investments, cause I started doing investments like probably like a couple years, but I was like testing different platforms. Right now I'm using Acorns, because Acorns is like, I love it because like all your loose change, it goes on the side and it's built through time. So to me, like that's like the safest way, but I also got like Robinhood, Stash, like But
damn, so we done heard about the same stuff.
Yeah. But like, what's the with forex like? So you telling me forex is more of like it's foreign, like it's overseas type money?
Yes and no. Like it's all currency. It's global currency. You have the U.S. dollar. You have the Japan yen. You have the British pound. You have the yen, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it could be an African, the rand, which I believe is an African currency. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. You have the Swiss franc, and also, with the boom of cryptocurrency, you also have cryptocurrency. You have the Bitcoin. You have the other one, the ETH. Don't remember the name of it. You have Ripple. Yeah. So
let's get into that because cryptocurrency. Got a lot of like homeboys and stuff like yourself. Well, you more of a homeboy. You like my brother.
Of course.
But like I know a lot of people who got into crypto, and I'm one of the ones like me. I never really been ignorant. Like I always wanted to find out what it is, do my research, and like I'm like 50-50 with crypto because like I see Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin not the only one, is going down now. Yeah. But that's like I look at that like the stock exchange. Like some stocks just keep going down. Like penny stocks, like is one of the stocks I've really been wanting to get into because like I've watched videos of like Warren Buffett, and he was saying like penny stocks is is where it's at. Not just because you're a beginner, but like that penny stock could be worth 50 cents per stock now, but imagine it go to $5 and you invested like $1,000. Yeah, you pretty much you
yeah, facts. And some people might listen to that and say, "Oh, it's just $5." No, but it's like no. You put in if you buying 50 cents worth of anything, even if it go to $1.50, that's a hell of a return on your investment.
That's a lot of percentage coming back. But like, what's like for you, like because you heavy in it, like. What's like the for people out there that's investing, that's want to start investing? What you think is the best like direction for them to start off with? Because you got crypto, you got stocks, you got all these stuff, you got forex, you got all these things, you got these ETLs. Like that's what Acorns use ETLs. You know what I'm saying? So what what you think people should start off with?
Ooh. Honestly, I think it's my answer won't fit everyone.
Yeah.
Because of the where my expectations of where I plan on going and the type of life that I expect to live. So we can say the basic things like real estate.
Yeah, real estate. Yeah.
We can say things like we can say stock market. Mm-hmm. But then if I say that, I'm going to have to give you details on how to get into those things. Because I'm quite sure just about everyone that's hearing this, or everyone everyone here that heard of, invest in the stock market, invest in invest in real estate. But people don't know the details of how to do it, how to get started, where to go, and things things of that nature. So if you want to, I would say definitely look into real estate. If you want to look into real estate, get your credit fixed. Find somebody that's going to help you get your credit up. If you know how to do it yourself, do it yourself. Get your credit fixed. If you, you can get your credit clean. Look into building that credit. You have no line of credit, go to the bank, get a secure loan or secure debit cards, and it's basically you put your own money up. They're gonna put it into an account. They're gonna freeze that account. Let's say you put up $1,000.
Yeah,
that $1,000 coming right back to you. It's gonna be frozen, but they're gonna have $1,000 in your account that's frozen. So you're gonna make payments off that $1,000 every single month if you're doing a secure loan. If you're doing a secured card, you just treating it like a debit card. You swipe, cool. Now you go pay for it, or treat it like a credit card. You swipe it, all right. You're gonna have to make payments on that. Let it build up for like a year and a half, 2 years. However you do it. Just get mentors that's going to teach you about it. Also, get somebody that knows about real estate that's going to assist you. Like I have a real estate mentor. Like he has a lot of property, like a lot, and he's teaching me about real estate, about getting the importance of credit. So credit is important. I don't care what nobody say. Get your credit fixed. Get your credit straight. Keep your credit straight so that you can have leverage. If you want to get into Forex is something that if anybody asks, I would tell anybody to get into Forex. With Forex, in my opinion, just because it's you don't necessarily have to follow what I'm saying, but I think with Forex, it is definitely best to get a mentor for Forex. Also, somebody that's in it, somebody that knows what they're doing, or if you just know somebody that's in it, iron can sharpen iron. Learn from each other, bounce ideas off of each other. Every time I show somebody the charts, they like, yo, what the hell is this? Because it looked like Chinese. Like I can show it to you, show you what the charts look like from my phone.
So we after you showed me this, I want to also talk about the mentorship, because I've lately been wanting to looking for a mentor, just to help me, kind of guide me, because there's a lot of stuff I want to do, like not just investments and also like the different businesses I have right now that I'm trying to grow, but I also want to create my own. Like, of course. Like I just have so many things. So like, what's the steps of getting, like, having a mentor? Like, be proactive. Be very proactive. If you want someone to mentor you, when I say be proactive, not just go out and actively looking for someone. But also have something to offer to them. Like with my mentor, and I have a few mentors. I have a mentor for Forex. I have more than one mentor for Forex, and I have a mentor for real estate. Originally, when I went to him, someone was telling me, "Hey, I know this dude. He fits credit. He can definitely help people fix their credit." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I can fix my own credit." I was thinking that in my brain.
And then she was like, well, you know, he has a lot of property and this and that. Like, I had to open, like, the light bulb went off in my head. Yeah. I'm like, he got his own property.